It's my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out its warning, and the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words on the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
welcome to another edition of the Jungle News. I'm Lily Yoder.
And I'm Sam Strickland. Matterhorn Mountain has become more popular than ever with their new $7.5 million ski lodge. The mountain, located in Zanesfield, Ohio, had a grand opening December 30th to introduce their new lodge to the public. The new lodge has been under construction since last September when the old lodge mysteriously caught fire and burnt down. The mountain has high hopes that the new lodge will increase profits and draw in more families for a fun time on the slopes.
National Honor Society had their annual ceremony right before Christmas break. Here's Jarrett Meeker with the story.
The National Honor Society induction ceremony was held in the cafetorium on Friday, December 16th. 22 new members were inducted in the National Honor Society, with 4 seniors and 18 juniors meeting the requirements. On their grades 10 through 12 were attend the ceremony due to an insignificant amount of seating. Freshmen were in the gym listening to a Ohio High Point representative and learning new graduation requirements. Due to the seating inconvenience, freshmen missed a very inspirational speech by guest speaker Paul Kurtz that left a lasting impact on junior inductee Janie Kobus.
My favorite part about the ceremony was probably the speech that the one man gave about his coffee. It was really inspiring, and it really just hit me hard.
NHS is an organization that helps promote community service and get members more involved in the community. NHS Vice President Connor Glock feels like the organization has bettered him as a person.
NHS has improved my character through service hours and plenty of work that I've had to do through the community. It's improved my work ethic as well, as I've had to help out others without returning anything or getting anything in return for myself. And I appreciate what NHS has done for me and how it has bettered me as a person.
If NHS is something that interests you, there's a list of requirements you must meet, including you must have a 3.5 GPA, you must submit a list of clubs and organizations you're involved in, and you must also submit an essay to be considered by a panel of judges. This is Jarrett Meeker reporting for the Jungle News.
ISIS claimed responsibility for the nightclub shooting that occurred over the New Year's weekend. The attack took place in Turkey inside Istanbul's Reyna nightclub when a man marched inside with a loaded weapon. This shooting left 39 people dead and gave credit to ISIS for committing the first major terrorist attack of 2017. Including this event, ISIS has now conducted more than 140 attacks on various countries around the world.
The college football playoffs started on December 31st with the 4 top teams playing against each other to see what 2 teams will go to the national championship. Alabama played Washington in the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, and Ohio State played Clemson in the Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix. In the Peach Bowl, Alabama beat Washington 24-7. Alabama forced Washington into 3 turnovers. In the Fiesta Bowl, Ohio State fell to Clemson 31-0. Clemson kept the Buckeyes to 215 total yards and held them to 0 points. Alabama and Clemson played in the national championship game on January 9th. Clemson beat Alabama by scoring the last second touchdown, making the score 35-31. Student Council has brought holiday spirit to West Liberty Salem with several class activities. Here's Claire Hart with the story.
The West Liberty Salem 2016 Student Council has introduced many new projects this year, some of which involve the student body's participation, including buying gifts for a local family, block painting, and Operation Deck the Halls, all of which have taken place during the holiday season to encourage school spirit and to make a mark on our new school. The Student Council continued their 3-year running tradition of collecting gifts for a local family. All members bought for elementary-aged children. Each grade level was assigned a different child. Student Council Advisor Mr. Thomas believes part of Student Council is giving back to the community.
The response we get from Mr. Westfall and the families that we donate for are just over the top. They can't believe our generosity. And I think that just shows a lot to what type of kids we have here at school.
The Student Council also began a new tradition of allowing seniors to decorate their own block in the Science Wing hallway. Each senior wanting to participate had to bring $5 to contribute to the cost of decorating supplies. The 21 seniors who chose to paint a block of their choice came to school on November 21st and 22nd when students were on Thanksgiving break. Senior Nicole Bucher believes the block painting project was a big success.
It's something for all of us to be remembered by, for like those that aren't in sports or in theater or in crazy things, and they have their little point where they can like say, I was part of this school, look at what I've done.
Student Council's Operation Deck the Halls allowed all high school students to compete with other grade levels to encourage holiday spirit. Each class was assigned a hallway to decorate. It was a friendly competition and helped unite each class. Students decorated from December 14th to December 20th. Senior and Student Council President Ashley Rabenstein believed this project did a good job incorporating the student body.
I'm looking forward to the students being able to decorate the school and make it their own again, so we can kind of have more ownership of our hallways and of our schools and what we enjoy.
The final judging by the art department took place on December 21st.
The winners are the seniors. And this has been Claire Hart reporting for the Jungle News.
Has this ever happened to you?
Sir, do you have any grey poupon?
Why, yes, sir.
Get you some more brandy sauce!
Don't cry, kid.
It's great on everything.
I like tacos.
Full brandy sauce. Full brandy sauce.
Get you some more brandy sauce.
A Dollar General store recently opened up on 68 just outside of West Liberty. Construction of the store began in the summer once Dollar General's president, Dan Nizer, received a use permit from the Liberty Township. Dollar General sells all types of products, varying from food, like cereal, to cleaning items like laundry detergent. Nizer believes the new store will please the small town and its members.
The wrestling team has been very busy. They were in action Friday night, December 23rd, in an OHC matchup against Mechanicsburg. Leading the team was Eli Serna going 2-0. Tam Morgan won this matchup with a pin. Also, Zane Reed recorded a pin for WLS. The Tigers were back in action at Toledo St. John's on December 30th. Leading the Tigers was Eli Serna with a third-place finish. Zane Reed placed 4th, and Tam Morgan placed 5th. Have you met the new teacher?
No, I have not.
Miss Hall is cooking up new ideas for FCS. Here's Avery Seymour with the story.
2016-17 school year has brought many changes to not only the classroom but a new teacher in the high school. For the past 7 to 8 years, Mrs. Hall has been waiting for the FCS job to open up. When Mrs. Conrad retired and Mrs. Williams left, Mrs. Hall jumped at the opportunity to teach here. Mrs. Hall was a former ECOT teacher and enjoyed it but wished she had more interaction with students. Due to construction in the new kitchen, Mrs. Hall plans to include FCS in daily lives.
Probably the biggest thing I want to improve on is how to incorporate not just FCCLA into the classroom, but getting it back out there in the school and in the community.
Many students are adapting to the change of a new teacher and a new kitchen very well. Student Chase Humphrey takes a personal wellness class with Mrs. Hall. He believes she has a bright future at WLS.
What I like most about Mrs. Hall and her class is that she's very relaxed and that she interacts well with the students.
The FCS kitchen has been completely remodeled, causing cooking to be delayed. Senior Olivia Ames is looking forward to learning culinary skills.
I'm in a cooking class, but we haven't been able to cook all year, but soon we will be able to.
Mrs. Hall has brought knowledge and experience to the West Liberty Salem teaching staff. This has been Avery Seymour reporting for the Jungle News.
On Saturday, December 10th, from 4 to 8 p.m., a dinner was held at the United Church of Christ in West Liberty for Chance Carroll. Chance Carroll is a resident of West Liberty who is also a U.S. military veteran, member of the police force, and part of the fire department. He was recently diagnosed with progressive muscular atrophy, a disease with effects similar to ALS. The dinner was run by the fire department with high hopes that the money collected would help cover his medical expenses.
Over the New Year's weekend, the President-elect Donald Trump criticized intelligence agencies. He posted multiple tweets from his resort in Florida denying all allegations about the Russian hacks over the election. He was dismissive due to the lack of evidence and the fact that the investigation has just now came out after he was elected. Congress has held meetings about the hacking, and Donald Trump has received briefings also.
Has anyone seen Sam?
I don't know. I'm his replacement.
He must have gotten stolen with all the other items. Here's Christian Parker with the story.
With the construction happening around West Liberty Salem, the school has had things turn up missing since the beginning of the school year, and the school is doing everything it can to help. Mr. McGill believes it's happening when the students transfer from wing to wing.
A lot of the issues happened right in the midst of big transitions, whether we were moving from wing to wing or they're getting ready to close one area down and open up another one. That's, to me, when I think it was happening the worst.
Mr. Johnson is concerned about the school, with the cameras not working in the construction zones.
The surveillance video that we have, and that's been able to help us find, who took it or where it went.
In other cases, either the surveillance video just wasn't working in that part of the building at the time.
With the school still under construction, after 3 years, Mr. Johnson is still worried about the safety in classrooms.
I mean, we're kind of doing all we can as far as working with some of our subcontractors to get doors on, get doors that can lock, just try to make the building more secure.
Both Mr. Johnson and Mr. McGill think it's a minor problem and should be easily fixed because the school's construction is in its final stage. With the mysterious activity going around West Liberty Salem, the school is now doing what it can to solve the problem. This is Christian Parker reporting for the Jungle News.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Jungle News. I'm Sam Strickland.
I'm Millie Yoder. What happened to you?
Well, I asked Salem if they didn't want me.
Just like your mother.